Cody's Caravan. We're down at Cesar Chavez Park, hanging out with Douglas, street astronomer. Street astronomer. Okay, tell us a little bit about this program, the street astronomy thing, because it all happened with a guy that started here in Sacramento.
Yeah. Do you ever go to a national park or a campground and people bring telescopes at night and you can see the moon and planets? Well, somebody had to be the first guy to do that. His name was John Dobson. He's from Sacramento, and he made it his life's work to enable everybody on the planet to see the universe that they lived in with their own eyes if they wanted to. He actually achieved that. So he had to invent a special kind of telescope that anybody could make. And it turns out that his design is really good telescopes. They're scattered all over the world, and we show up. Actually, it's more fun to show up when we're least expected.
Yeah.
So here we are.
You're so great with people just walking by. You're like, come here, look at this, look at this. Okay, tell us a little bit about this.
So the safest way to observe the sun is not to look at it. So this is a projector type telescope, but you can do this yourself. Now, I had a pinhole projector where you take one paper plate and you put a pinhole in there. The pinhole controls the light that can get through. So it acts like a lens. So I was holding the pinhole up this way. The sun's behind me, right? I'm holding the pinhole here with this hand, but it's gone now. I lost it today. And then this is just a little screen to project it on. If I was doing that, I was already in my kitchen looking for a paper plate, so I looked in the drawer in the kitchen. I found this cheese grater. So I'm going to take the cheese grater, and it turns out it's got a whole lot of little pinholes in it, right? If I do that, I project it onto the other paper plate, and you can actually see that the shape being projected onto the paper plate is not a circle.
It's getting a little squished.
Yep. So that's too technical for you. You can just take your fingers and interlace them like this, and when the conditions get right, each one of the little spaces between the fingers are going to make a pinhole, and that'll project the crescent sun onto the sidewalk. Now, if that's too technical for you, you could just wait for the sun to come filter. Here, take a look.
Oh, yeah, for the leaves.
You can just wait for the sun to do that. I mean, the leaves of the trees make little interstices, right? So each one of those acts as a, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, got a little crescent right there. That is so cool!
The crescent sun projected onto the sidewalk.
That is so cool. So
Here in Cesar Chavez Park, we have these super cool tables. See, there's a million holes in the top of the table, so it stays dry. And if you look under there, can you see that those are not circles?
Yeah. Totally. How fascinating! Fascinating.
Isn't it fun?
Okay, so
so this projector right here, this telescope, it's I can do anything with it. I use it for the moon. If I were to aim it at the sun and put my eyeball at the eyepiece for as long as 1 minute, my eyeball would smoke. So first of all, I'm going to move it away from the trees.
We got to wrap it up, but the big show in the sky.
I'm going to aim. Can you get this?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to aim the telescope by turning my back to the sun. I can see the shadow of the telescope. That's how I aim it. Then I project the sun onto this little screen right here.
And there we have it.
So now we're observing the sun, and we have our backs to the sun. There's no danger there.
That's good. Thank you, Douglas. Appreciate it. So nice to meet you, man.
Thanks.
Very nice to meet you. Back to you guys in the studio. You don't have to stare into the sun.